Crypto is boring right now. There is not much hype anymore. There's not much excitement out there. And there is also a lot of apathy in general, I would say. But did you know that actually might be great for you? Yeah, while it's true that we are in a bear market, prices are far from all-time highs. Are a lot of very uncertain macroeconomic conditions, and we had a lot of projects also going down, and it's possible there are still many to follow. And yeah, it's true that during these bear markets we also suffer a lot. There's a lot of price decreases. We have also a lot of bad news and bad media coverage about the cryptocurrency industry, and many people that just came in during the bull market just exit in complete disbelief, mainly because they were looking for price appreciation for gains and they didn't got them. And while that might sound bad, and it's actually not great for the cryptocurrency industry overall and for its adoption, it can actually be a fantastic opportunity for you. Yeah, I would say even a life changing opportunity for you if you stick around in the cryptocurrency space while others are leaving. If you want to know why and maybe find out how you can maximize this opportunity and capitalize on it, this is a video you should definitely watch until the end. You're probably tired of hearing me say this, but as always, nothing in this video is financial advice, only educational content. And in this case, it's just my opinion about cryptocurrency and the market cycles it goes through. And as you've probably noticed right now, cryptocurrency is pretty boring, as there is not much happening right now. No, not much hype, not much media coverage, not many positive news. The social engagement overall has decreased significantly. There are significantly less people interacting in Reddit forums, less activity on crypto Twitter, less people subscribing and watching YouTube channels, and even less projects launching, as many projects are scared of launching at this time and not getting the necessary traction and liquidity to actually kickstart their operations and have a certain degree of success and adoption to be able to continue operating and financing themselves. But more than just an opinion or a feeling, here are some statistics from Ben Cohen that shows exactly this situation. Go give him a follow if you haven't seen his channel yet, because it's certainly an interesting channel to check out if you're interested in crypto and enjoy metrics and market analysis. Looking at the charts, we can see, for example, there is almost no increase in new subscribers and sometimes even a loss in subscribers in some of the biggest YouTube channels. Taking a look at YouTube views, you also see here's kind of a negative trend in terms of YouTube views on these major YouTube channels, although not as strong of a trend as we had with YouTube subscribers, meaning that even though there seems to be people leaving the space and not many people coming in, we can see that there are a lot of people in the space that remained and that are still following crypto and trying to get themselves informed, which is very positive, I would say, for cryptocurrency overall and for adoption. Here we also see that we have a pretty negative trend in terms of new Twitter followers for the major crypto Twitter accounts, corroborating that negative trend of social engagement we were talking about. And even with the increase of prices we've seen since the beginning of the year, it has not been enough to draw people back into the market and start paying more attention to it. Combining these low social engagement metrics with the information we have in the Wall Street cheat sheet that we can see here, we can see that after reaching the top in the previous bull market, we had crypto going down significantly, with many, even including myself, holding the majority of their bags. I sold some crypto, but not as much as I should for sure. And right now, after a significant decrease since November 2021, we seem to be either in a stage of depression, as we can see here, or a stage of disbelief, where if we rally again, the hope will start increasing and much of the apathy will disappear. And we'll start seeing some excitement coming back to the crypto space. But yeah, the conclusion we get here is that both these indicators, the price action and also the social metrics, show a lack of interest in the crypto market right now. which is great for you if you stay in this industry and keep on learning as much as you can every day. This is because you'll be able to better position yourself to make the most out of the next bull market. Yes, because crypto so far has been pretty cyclical. And that's something we can see not only here in the Wall Street cheat sheet, but also taking a look here at this graph analyzing the behavior of Bitcoin. Here we can see a pretty straightforward and cyclical trend where Bitcoin has a year where it's going down strongly, in this case like 2014, 2018, and 2022, 2 years where we have some kind of misprice action. Okay, so 2019 and 20, for example, from the last cycle were years with mixed price action, as well as 2015 and 2016 from the year from the cycle before. And after the halving, we have the next year with Bitcoin going significantly up, as it happened in 2017 and 2013, and also in 2021. So it's very likely that this trend will remain and that we can see these 2 years, like 2023 and 2024, with some mixed price action. However, it's important to notice that year on year and cycle on cycle, there are always some differences and some changes to what happened previously. And one example is here in 2020 that we can see that the bull market almost started a little bit earlier than it was supposed to and that it was expected, to then come up in 2021 and keep going up after and going down in the end of 2021. So yeah, if we believe that this trend will hold, as you can imagine, during this period, during the next 2 years, this year and the next one, we'll have a period with likely smaller rallies, several smaller rallies, and several smaller dumps that we can enjoy to make some profits if we're trading. But if we are more of a long-term investors, that I think is the case for the majority of us, we have the opportunity to acquire crypto at a much cheaper price, and we can enjoy this period to position ourselves for a future bull run, or in case you're not patient, just position yourself for the small mini rallies that you'll have during this bear market to make the most out of them, and then later down the 2024 maybe position yourself for the biggest bull market. I think, looking at these charts and looking at this analysis, I think it's extremely interesting to give us perspective because it's very easy to lose track and lose sight of perspective and just focus on the price chart in the short term and focus on what's happening now, focus on news. And sometimes these trends really opens up our mind for different things that will happen and that will likely play out. However, even though it's extremely likely that this trend will actually play out and that these behaviors will be repeated, there is always a chance of things playing out differently. And I do think if there is a moment for things to play out differently, it can be this moment where we have really, you know, worrying macroeconomic conditions, I would say, and where we have the inversion of the yield curve and where we can actually have a great crisis. In fact, if you want to know more about what the inversion of the yield curve means and what kind of crisis we can have, you should check my video here above, where I talk exactly about that and what effect it could actually have in the cryptocurrency industry. But either way, whether it plays out or not, one thing I do believe is during these next 2 years, we'll likely have some good opportunities to acquire cryptos at a pretty cheap price, at least cheap when compared to the next bull market and compared to where prices were in the previous bull market. I want you to know that I do understand what you're going for. Bear markets are not the easy thing to experience, and that is why so many people leave the space. People don't like to see their investments going down, especially when it's like 80% down or 90% down. And it can be pretty tough to handle mentally and even in terms of your savings in your life. You should never put too much in the crypto space because it's super volatile, but sometimes we do get carried away and we can put a little bit more than we should, and that can be pretty stressful. But during these moments, we need to see the bright side. We need to take a look at the positives of having a bear market. I think that's something that really helps me, at least going through this bear market, and I hope it will help you as well. And one of the positives, for example, in my opinion, is that with the price decrease and the decrease in interest, liquidity, and funds in the crypto space, we are able to see which projects are actually building and working towards success in the long run. During this period, we can see which projects have potential to grow and to stick around for the long run, and also see some of the projects that we might have enjoyed and that were unfortunately poorly managed or just even scams going down. So this means that even though it's negative to see these projects going down, what we are actually doing is cleaning the market. It's understanding what are the best projects, what are the projects that are fit to survive, fit to grow, fit to develop. Because after all, these projects that have gone through the bear market and sustained the bear market seem to be more professional, more serious, and are likely more fit for the long run, and might see in fact a lot of progress during the bear market, especially because if they build now and they have new features and valuable things, whenever the adoption increases in the next bull run, they can really have some interesting success and some interesting price appreciation, of course, as well. Another advantage of the bear market is that during the bear market, the hype just dials down. There is less noise, there is less calls for your attention, there is less FOMO. And, this is a good time for you as an investor to not only stick around in cryptocurrency, but to actually double down. As Warren Buffett says, buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. And this is the same logic, but in this case, not as much to invest, a little bit as well to invest, but mostly to learn. This is the best time for you to double down in crypto and to learn more about cryptocurrency, to learn more and to understand the technology behind it, the fundamental value of this technology, and what it can change in the world. Learn more about projects and seek to research and understand how they work, learn more about the technology, the team, the roadmap, the tokenomics, and all the crucial aspects that will actually define the project in the long run, and that will show you if the project can be successful or not. And that will also allow you to compare the quality of the projects in several different areas and make decisions of which projects you feel better in terms of investing more of your savings. Who knows, maybe you can even save some time and invest in terms of learning some technical analysis, to be able to better time the moment when you enter the market and the moment when you sell, so you can maximize your gains if that's something you're very interested on. But nonetheless, whatever you learn, as long as you learn, I think all of that will allow you to make better decisions in the future. But more than that, it will allow you to absorb the value of the cryptocurrency industry, understand the principles, understand what the future might look like, and realize just how early we are in terms of cryptocurrency adoption and what kind of opportunities are there to be explored. And I think it will also reinforce your belief in the cryptocurrency space and belief in the transformation that the potential, I would say, transformation that this space can cause in the world. And in my opinion, it can be a transformation for the better. But yeah, I think for you to stick around, you probably need to have some belief in crypto, or at least the belief that the price of crypto will go up again. And we have the market trends. We've showed you the Wall Street cheat sheet. We've showed you the price of Bitcoin, how it goes up over time, and has this kind of 4-year cycle. But besides that, I'll also talk a little bit with you about fundamentals, the fundamentals of cryptocurrency and blockchain, and why it has value. The value from cryptocurrency, as in any technology, is just its utility. And cryptocurrency can be used as decentralized money that everyone can use, where no single entity can change the supply, where everyone is able to access that money, their purchasing power at any time, and also where the rules are the same for everyone participating, no matter what, no matter if you're a government or a single individual. But besides this, there are also many other use cases that projects are working on with blockchain and with cryptocurrencies, such as, for example, the tokenization of assets, medical records, and digital identities, decentralized record keeping for land ownership, for example, decentralized social media with actual freedom of speech, financial products, and increasing financial availability, the centralization of internet or of telecommunications, and so much more. These are just a few examples of some of the things that some really revolutionary projects are trying to do with cryptocurrency. And these use cases are the ones that I think that will make cryptocurrency actually be adopted. We also have, for example, gaming, crypto gaming, where you're able to actually have ownership over the things you achieve in the game, the things you buy and spend your money to use in the game, and where you can actually sell them whenever you stop playing and get your money back. Or, I don't know, sell them whenever you want to get something better, for example. So, yeah, you know there are a lot of fundamentals. I think it's more of a matter of choosing the right winners, and to do that it all comes back to learning once again. And the more you learn, the better you'll be at choosing the right crypto projects to support, and the more likely it is that you'll be supporting great projects, increasing cryptocurrency adoption, and also making some gains in the process. Yeah, but if you don't believe me about the fundamentals of crypto, you have, for example, here this report from Wells Fargo, the third largest crypto bank, that is crediting blockchain and crypto for developing the next form of internet, that is the Internet of Value, that will, in fact, disrupt financial institutions the same way that the internet disrupted communications and information. And even the CEO here of BlackRock, Larry Fink, stating that everything will be tokenized.
I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement.
So yeah, another choice is yours, and everything is in your hands. You have a great opportunity here, but are you ready to keep going, keep moving, keep learning? Keep investing every day a little bit to learn more about cryptocurrency, to research projects, to learn about the technology, the fundamentals, the use cases, for example. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to actually enjoy the opportunity and capitalize on it while we are early? If you're saying yes on that other end of the screen, and you want to do your best to capitalize on this opportunity and to actually just make the most of it, I think I have some good news for you. I'm actually preparing a video where I'll share a little bit more about my strategy I'm using to actually learn the most I can during this crypto bear market. I'll give you some tips to put this crypto learning into your daily routine in an easy way, in a way you can sustain for the long run, which is very important, so that you can assure that you keep on learning consistently. But more than that, I'll also share with you my strategy to try to make the most out of the bear market, to actually find projects, the best projects, and be ready to invest on them when the time is right, so that I can also capitalize and make the most out of this next bull market. So yeah, if that is something that interests you, don't forget to please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and turn on all the notification bells so that you get warned whenever that new video comes out. Meanwhile, if you're serious about research and you want to start right away because you're excited and inspired by this video, then I advise you to watch this video next about World Mobile. They are using cryptocurrencies to create incentives in order to decentralize telecommunications and allow them to reach the most remote and disconnected places in the world. So yeah, in this video basically you'll have a fundamental analysis of the project of World Mobile, and that might also give you some good insights of things you should look for whenever you're researching a project. So yeah, on my side, I'll see you there.